Hey, hello, it's E. Christopher Clark. Uh, Back in college, I earned a nickname from my writing professor. I was known as Mr. Concept. The stories, the ideas for my stories were great. Characters, settings, all that other stuff, maybe not so much, but my concepts were great. And in grad school, first couple stories at least, I got known for my setting, my use of place. And even though the setting isn't as big a focus in my upcoming novel, Missing Mr. Wingfield, even though it isn't as big a focus as it used to be in earlier drafts, it's still there. My love of place and how place informs people. I'm sitting right now across from the town common in my old hometown, which is also my current hometown. Behind me you can see one of the churches that dot the common. And this place informs the novel quite a bit. The characters all, for the most part, grew up here, at least the older generation of characters in the book. And even though, as I said, it's not as big a factor, I don't spend as many words or pages describing where they are as I did in earlier drafts. You certainly get a sense that that good old Chelmsford is where they were born and bred. And I don't know. There's a number of settings like that. The Cape. The novel was actually called Down the Cape for a really long time, and that is a setting that plays a part. Cambridge is a setting that plays a part. I think the fact that the younger main character grew up in the city and then on the Cape has an impact on her that's different from the impact that growing up in a place like this had on her mom. Place is important. People react differently to the places that they're in. Places that are familiar, places that are unfamiliar, places that have good memories, bad memories. If you're a writer out there and not taking advantage of the surroundings your characters find themselves in, then you're doing yourself a disservice. When I teach setting every year, or every semester really, in my writing classes, it's one of my favorite times of year. We do an exercise, the virtual dorm room exercise, which you could really do with any room. You could do with any setting. You could do one about your hometown. What are the things that make up your character's hometown? In my class, we go around the room and we kind of invent this crazy dorm room and have a laugh and decide who might live there. You might do the same thing with a list of details about the town in your book. And if you're not a writer, maybe pay attention the next time that you're reading something to all the little details that about place that help inform the story. It's a bigger deal than you might think, especially for something that we don't think of as a visual medium. You know, when we're watching a movie, we can certainly see the effect that setting has on something, but in a book, sometimes it's a little more subtle. Anyway, that's my ramblings for today. Again, I'm E. Christopher Clark. You can buy my new book, Missing Mr. Wingfield. It comes out in October. You can pre-order it, clarkwoods.com, and soon at other places. Or if you'd like to support me month to month, you can do that at patreon.com/echristopherclark. Thanks. Bye.